It's ranging from 10 seconds to 24 hours. Oh, cool. Feature. What's up, witches? Can you guys see me this way? What's up, what's up? What's going on? Let's see. I'm going to do a little filter. Ooh, what is this? Wow. That one's cool. Okay, let's go with something less crazy. Maybe this. Yeah. What's up, witches? How we doing? What's going on? It's a high tea surprise. It's a high tea. Get ourselves set up here. Look, we're in the kitchen. We're making tea. What's up, what's up? How we doing? I wanted to give you guys a little show and tell because it was kind of an epic weekend at the shop. We had 3 events back to back. Thursday was Sounds and Words, which is this really cool thing that Shop Witch Alexis and Chelsea came up with. It's basically like an intuitive open mic where people perform, and then Alexis plays like sound bowls and ocean drums and chimes and all kinds of stuff to go with like the performances. Really, really dope. It's kind of a 21 and over after hours kind of event. So it has a very like adult vibe. And then Friday, one of our amazing community members, Ether, held one of his sound bowls. They're doing like a tour around the boroughs of sound bowls. What's up? And our location was one for the Bronx. So they showed up with a bunch of people and did like shamanic sound bowl healing thing. Super cool. And then on Saturday, we had tea and tarot, which is a party basically. It's like a shop party that I throw every solstice and every equinox at the shop. And we do like complimentary tarot readings, and we have vendors and goodie bags and all that good stuff. So I got a bunch of stuff over these last few days. I wanted to share them with you and have a little bit of high tea with you guys because it's been a little bit. My high teas haven't really been high teas because I haven't been smoking. I haven't smoked since August 3rd. Round of applause. Shout out to me. Oh, tell me if you can hear me, by the way. I put my little microphone on because I'm going to be walking around making this tea and stuff. But let me know if you can hear me and all that good stuff. But tea and tarot, sounds and words, everything was really dope, and I've got some goodies that I want to share, but I also wanted to like actually have a proper high tea because the last couple of high teas I haven't actually gotten high in the high teas because I haven't been smoking, but this time I am going to because I got some goodies from the vendors at Sounds and Words. Oh my gosh, let me tell you, Thursday, Sounds and Words, I'm in charge. I'm the head witch, so I have to make sure that everything is going well and all that good stuff. Hey, folks, tell me if you can hear me. Okay, I put the little microphone on, but I never know if I can be heard. So just let me know in the chat if you can hear me. Hopefully there is a chat. Is there a chat? Did I set it up? Let me know if there's a chat. I don't know if I can change it if there isn't. So let me know. Let me know. Oh, it was just 420 minutes of this. So yeah, so I haven't been smoking. And then Thursday at Sounds and Words, I'm in charge. I'm like making sure everything is going properly. I'm making sure everybody's got their tickets and all that good stuff. And I got me a brownie from Bobby Blaze Pastries, which was one of our vendors, our Canna vendors. And thank goodness I happened to walk by her at the moment that I did, because what happened was I bought one of her brownies, but we were so busy that she didn't get to give me like the whole breakdown of like what's in the brownie and all that good stuff. So I just buy it and I walk away. And while I was at the register, I decided to start eating it because I was starving and I hadn't had dinner. And I had like 2 big bites of it. And then I happened to walk by her again and she was like, wait a minute, you didn't eat the whole brownie, did you? And I was like, oh no, I just had like 2 bites. She was like, oh my gosh, thank God. I'm so glad I caught you. You really should only eat like a quarter of the brownie. Good thing I saw her before I freaking finished this brownie because when I tell you at the end of the night, I was smacked. I was so high from just like the few bites that I had of this brownie. I was like, girl, you cannot just be like peddling these things to people. Like they need warning stickers or something like that. It was unbelievable. Um, but I was like, you know what? Perfect. I'm going to save this. And on Sunday used to be my like downtime day to reset, clean my altars, water my plants, get the groceries, reset the house, just like all together, get my life together. And now that we've been open in the shop on Sundays, it's been a little bit harder to do that. Sunday is not as restful of a day as it used to be, but I have been going, pulling all nighters, and I really needed like a day of just pure rest for myself. So that is what today is for me. I basically have just been sleeping on the couch, and I decided today would be the perfect day to indulge in the rest of this brownie. It looks mushy because it's been in the fridge and I've been eating it or whatever, but just promise me when I tell you it's the most freaking delicious brownie ever. It's a s'mores brownie with vegan marshmallows. So good. So I'm going to heat this up and I have a little bit of coffee, non-dairy gelato from Talenti in the freezer. I'm going to heat this up and I'm going to have some ice cream. And then our other vendor, Essie, has a company called Eighth Flower and she makes cannabis teas. And this is her sample pack. So there's 3 different canna teas in here. This is the Sweet Trees sample pack. So all of the blends are dank and fruity is the way they're described. So there's a goji bud berry, which has goji berry fruit. There's one that's called Mango Puff Puff, which has mullein and mango, and another one called Ginger Water Haze that has watermelon ginger in it. I don't know which one. Which one should I have? I feel called to the goji berry or the ginger because I feel like I'm coming down with something. So I feel like the ginger would be really good and goji berry is really good for you. But check out this packaging. Canvas, it's a hemp bag, of course. And look, it comes with a little gold canna leaf. Isn't that cute? Okay. Any thoughts? Which one should I try? I've got my water on in the pot. It's hot. It's ready to go. I'm going to add a little bit of elderflower honey. But yeah, goji budberry, mango puff puff, or ginger water haze. What do we think? Can someone leave a comment in the chat so I know if the chat is working? I'm on my phone. Usually I set these up on my computer, but I was like, I'm just going to throw them on my phone. And tell me if you can hear me. It says it's on, but I need to be sure. I need to be sure. Let me know. If not, I'll start over. I'll go back. I'll go out and go back, come back on if I didn't set up the chat. Right. Yay. Okay. Hi, Blessed Angie. Thank you. Thank you. You don't have to stick around. I just needed to know. I appreciate you. I needed somebody to tell me if they could hear me and see and if the chat was like working. Usually when you set up on your computer, it asks you like, do you want to hide people's chats? Do you want them to be able to have a replay? Like, what do you want? And I didn't see where to set any of that up from my phone. So I like wasn't sure. So thank you. You're the best. Appreciate you. Any thoughts on which of these teas I should have? Okay, so each one, it tells you on the back, it tells you how much cannabis is in each one, and it looks like each one has 15 milligrams of flower. Really great packaging. Okay, 15 milligrams of flower in each. You're going to steep these for, okay, some of them have no minutes. Some of them say 5 to 6 minutes. The ginger is only 5 to 6 minutes. The goji bud berry is 6 to 8 minutes. I love this. It tells you right on here that you can squeeze the tea bag to release like more of the cannabis essence, and you can use it for a second cup, which I tend to do. So that's good. So there's 15 milligrams of flower in each of these. I feel like the ginger is calling my name. I think that'll go nice with how I'm feeling right now. And then I've got 2 more for later. This was $42, guys. Not cheap. Not cheap, okay? But I had a little bit of the hibiscus tea during Sounds and Words, and it was so good. So I think it's going to be worth it. All right, I'm going to get the tea ready first. I do have blueberries. Not in one of those flavors, but I got blueberries in the fridge. You think I should throw some blueberries in this? I could do that. That might be good. Okay, opening the package. Oh, I wish you guys could smell that. That smells really good. Yes, for the antioxidants. Okay, good idea, Pluto's World. Okay, let's do it. Why not? Let me get some blueberries. I definitely have blueberries. Let's do it. Okay, and I need a bowl for my brownie, which I'm going to heat up in the microwave. You can smell it. You can feel it. I really wish I could give you guys smell-o-vision. Maybe I can show you the greens because it's not tied up that tight. Let's see. Let's see if we can see the bud in the blend. Let's take a look. Oh, this smells so good. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna put this like on a plate or something, try to show you guys. Right? I'm excited, Angie. It smells so good. And the tea that I tried at the event was so yummy. Okay, I'm taking some of it out of the bag to show you. Okay, yeah, you can see the decarped canna flower in here. Okay, so you've got the ginger pieces in there, and I'm seeing like, I guess the little red parts or the like reddish brown is the watermelon. This almost looks like coconut shreds. And then you can see the buds, which are not going to be green because they've been decarped already. Because if you want to make cannabis tea, you don't want to just put your fresh buds. That's not going to work. Because in order for THCA and CBDA to become the THC and CBD, oh wait, hold on. The THC and the CBD that you need for actually being absorbed into your body, you have to do a process that's called decarping. And that requires adding very high heat, way higher heat than you're going to get from just like your boiling water. So that's why when you smoke hemp flower or cannabis, you feel the full effects of the THC and the CBD. So when you want to make cannabis tea, you can't just take your bud and throw it in hot water. That is not enough to change the THCA or the CBDA into THC or CBD. You need to add high heat, like heat from a flame first, and then you're good to go. So when you want to make cannabis tea, you first need to put it in the oven or decarb machine if you have like a little machine. I'm going to use the little sprinkles of tea right in my bowl. And then that will make everything readily available. Here, I'll just turn this. Okay, let's get our brownie ready too. like down in the bottom, so I'm just gonna like rip plastic. It's so gooey. Ugh. This one was the s'mores brownie. She had like 5 other flavors. Had like a strawberry one. Oh my god. The chocolate level on this is unbelievable. I don't even really like chocolate like that. I'm more of a fruit kind of person. Ugh, but it's so good. It's just so like creamy and stuff. Okay, let's get the blueberries, because that was a good idea. And then I'm going to show you guys what else I got. Fruity Pebbles. She had a strawberry one. She had like a sugar cookie type of a thing. And then she had like a cheesecake brownie, I think it was. Let me see. I have raspberries. Oh, wait. Am I out of blueberries? Oh, I have frozen blueberries. I don't want to do frozen. Okay, we're going to do raspberries. We're going to do raspberries. Okay. Yum. I'm going to do raspberries in the tea because I have blueberries, but they're frozen. I want to do fresh. Right now. Yes. Yum. Okay. Raspberries. Bam. Okay. I'm going to heat up this brownie. Should I heat it up now? Yes. Why not? I'm going to heat it up now. I don't want it. You know how brownies can sometimes get hard in the microwave? I don't want that to happen. I just want it to be a little warm so it goes good with this ice cream. Got some dairy-free coffee Talenti. I have like 2 scoops left, so that's like perfect. Perfecto. Look at the melty goodness. Oh my gosh, you guys. Let me tell you something. As soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to have no choice but to go right to bed. I'm going to be knocked out. This plus the cannabis tea. Woo. Goodness gracious. Very much looking forward to this. I'm going to sleep like a baby. Might not even be a good enough phrase. Okay. Hey, Nat, what's up? Just in time. Making me a cup of canna tea. And I just heated up, warmed up. Let's get some. Should we do date syrup or honey? I'm going to do honey. I just warmed up this amazing cannabis brownie. Going to be on the mothership by 12 o'clock is right. This is definitely beam me up to the mothership situation. But that is the idea. That is what today is all about. I am giving myself this day to completely relax, completely chill out. I slept on the couch and oh my gosh. Okay. My seat has been taken by my cat. Okay, let's see. Let's sit over here. Okay, where I was going to sit has been taken by my cat, so she's in charge around here. Okay, so we'll sit over here. It's fine, Kitty. You run the show. You guys want to see where Kitty is? This is where I was going to sit. And there is the culprit. that blob on the chair is Mrs. Eartha Kitty herself. Okay. Yes, I really needed it. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of all-nighters and oh man, just been really, really tired, really, really tired. And so it can be hard for me to just rest because my days off from the shop are errand days and days for me to catch up with things that I need to do and um, water the plants and groceries and do all of that stuff. And so it's not necessarily super restful. So today I was like, I am making it a point to literally just rest. I am going, don't get up off the chair now, Kitty. Oh my goodness. Now she's going to move. Well, from one chair to the next. Is she going to get down? You ever just watch your cats and just like watch their mental process? Oh, no, now she's back. What is going on? I think she's trying to get down. She can't figure out how. Do not. She's caught in the cord. Kitty. Ma'am. Miss. Move yourself. Yeah, well, I'm trying to help you. There. Okay, there you go. You're free now. Oh my God. She's like a predator that could like hunt down things and kill them, but like can't get out of the computer cord. Anywho. Yeah, so my rest days or my days off from the shop are not necessarily super restful because of all the other things that I have to do. So I was like, I'm not doing that today. I am going to completely rest. Not going to get the groceries. I'm not going to water the plants. I'm not going to do any of those things. I'm just going to chill out. Hi, miss. Okay, so for those of you who are also partaking in some cannabis, cheers. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Yeah, she is, yeah. I don't know if she would survive in the wild. She doesn't have any teeth. We had to remove them all. Unfortunately, she doesn't really care or know the difference, but the wild might be a little hard for her. Mm. Oh, this is good. I see why she put this in the flower pack. It's definitely very flowery. Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to use this bag twice. I'm going to make two cups. Cheers to those of you enjoying the herbs. Mm. I would say it could use more ginger. It could be spicier, but it's very good. Yum. Okay. Brownie time. So gooey. Look at that gooey, chocolatey deliciousness. Ooh. Oh man, you guys. I'm about to be smacked. I know exactly like how this is going to impact me now that I've eaten off of it twice. So, and this is like the perfect amount. Mm. Oh my God. So good. There's still a little bit of the marshmallow left in here. Fully appreciate the deliciousness. Mm. Oh my God. This girl's incredible. Oh, That's what makes it so dangerous, is it's so good. Like, it's just such a good brownie. And like I said, I'm not a big chocolate person, but like of all chocolate things that I am into, it's a brownie. And like for me, a brownie, it's not even about the chocolate flavor, it's about the texture. It's about that gooey fudge texture that I find so appealing. That's what I love about a brownie. What is that? Mm, mm, mm. Oh my God. Wow. Eighth flour, can of tea, and the brownie is from Bobby Blaze Pastries. Um, if you want to know more about them, follow my shop at BronxWitch HQ on Instagram, because we posted all this weekend and tagged all the vendors and stuff, so you can find their information. Mm, thank you for the wow, so good. And the marshmallow is vegan, which she was like, it's kind of funny because the rest of the brownie definitely isn't. But I was like, don't tell me that. I was like, we're just gonna pretend like it's vegan. Tennessee? Oh no, Canna Tea. No, they're both located in New York. They were vendors at my shop this weekend. Mm, wow. Okay, let me slow down. Let me slow down because I do have stuff I want to show you guys. Mm, wow. Yeah, exactly. When she told me that it was a vegan brownie or a vegan marshmallow, I was like, oh, the marshmallow. I was like, oh, so the brownie's vegan? She was like, no, 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 the brownie's not vegan. The marshmallow is vegan. And I was like, so you said the brownie's vegan? And she was like, no. And I was like, so you said the brownie's vegan? And then she picked up what I was putting down. She was like, oh yeah, 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 yeah. It's a vegan brownie. And I was like, okay, thank you. I was like, girl, just lie to me, please. Just tell me it's vegan so that I can feel better. Okay? Like, it is what it is. What do I know? You tell me it's vegan, I don't know. So just lie to me and let me live. You know what I mean? So she was like, oh, yeah, gotcha. She was like, yes, it's a vegan s'more brownie. I was like, thank you. I'm so glad you made these. It goes good with the tea. Very good with the tea. Good idea to add the raspberry Pluto's World. I think that was a good idea because it's even fruitier. Mm, so good. What else did I get this weekend? Okay, so then on Saturday was tea and tarot, and we had two lovely, lovely folks that I admire so much. They're so cool. So the first is check out this dope ass ring I got myself. I usually wear little rings, which you guys probably know if you watch me do readings and stuff. Like, I've been in my little ring era where I just wear like a very small stone or a little stainless steel situation, or sterling silver, actually, little sterling silver rings. I've really been liking. But back in the day, I used to wear really big, chunky rings. That used to be my thing. And I used to have a lot of rings on, like, on pretty much every finger. And I'm kind of like missing that era. And I'm like, you know what? I don't have any like big rings. I have really small fingers. All of my fingers are like size 5, size 6. They're very small. So finding big, chunky rings that are made for small fingers is difficult. But now, when you're getting your ring custom made, because then you can just explain that to the person making them. So Manisha is the owner of Aligned Wire. That's probably backwards. Shaba Rankin Rings. Shaba. Aligned Wire. And she makes all copper jewelry. So all of her jewelry is hand wrapped with copper wire, and she picks these really beautiful stones so you can make your ring as big as you want, but make them for smaller fingers. And she makes, jewelry, bracelets and earrings and the whole thing. So I got her to make me this chunky lapis number. Look at that. And it fits perfectly on my tiny little finger. Thank you, Nat. She makes really beautiful things. One of the peridot rings that she made for me is one of my favorite pieces. I wear it all the time. And I have a copper bracelet from her that I wear every day as well. And copper is actually really good for you. It's really good for you to wear. It's my understanding that melanin is actually partially made of copper, but don't quote me on that. I heard it somewhere. So like if you are a person of color, if you're a melanated person, it's like really important that we have copper in our lives. So I drink my water now at home out of copper. Do I have my cup over here? It's right over there. I don't feel like getting it. But I drink my water now out of copper, and I wear a copper bracelet every day. Copper is one of the only metals that is antibacterial on contact. It's antiviral as well, I believe, on contact, which is wild crazy. But basically, if you take bacteria and you put it on a piece of copper, it will die. Hospitals have started using it for all their touch surfaces. It's recommended to use it for your plumbing, but it will basically eradicate any bacteria and viral whatever in whatever it comes into contact with. So it's the perfect thing. The Indians have been on it forever. It's the perfect thing to drink water out of. So I have a copper pitcher that I pour water into, and I let it sit for like 24 hours, and then I pour that into a copper cup. Or if I don't have time for that, I just pour my water into my copper cup. But copper is super, super amazing. Keep pennies in my possession also. Yeah, pennies are also great. Pennies are great gifts for the spirits of the dead as well. That's a whole other thing. But I don't know how much copper is actually in pennies anymore. So if you can get some copper jewelry, because that's usually made with copper wire that is made of more concentration of copper. But yeah, I want to have a homestead one day, and I'm going to have the plumbing all be done with copper because it's super effective at killing things off. It's really good for you. It's a blood cleanser. So literally just by wearing it, it helps to detoxify your blood. That's how potent it is. And then you want to take your copper and clean and cleanse it regularly, but you're basically wearing like a blood cleaner on you by wearing copper bracelets, copper anklets, like around your, where your veins are. It cleans your blood. So it's really good for you. It's super like spiritually charged. A lot of the things on my altars are either made out of brass or copper. So I just love that she only works with copper jewelry or copper wire to make her jewelry. And then she works with these beautiful stones. So I got this big piece of lapis. Lapis is a stone that I wear every day anyway. I have a lapis ring, and then one of the bracelets I wear every day is lapis. I have to do a lot of talking. Well, I would do a lot of talking even if I didn't have to, because I just talk a lot, but I have to do a lot of talking also for work. So I like to have lapis on me. It's great for communication. It relates to the throat chakra, and it just helps to make sure that what you are saying is said in a way that will fully convey what you're trying to express. And I like to wear it because I feel like it helps people to receive what I'm saying a lot better. Like if I'm doing a reading and I'm wearing a big lapis piece near my throat chakra, which I do sometimes, I really feel like even if in my reading I have to give bad news or I have to share a message that isn't very pleasant, that it gets received really well. So lapis is great for that. And then with everything you buy on the card, she includes like the information about the stone. So it tells you what chakra it relates to, and then it tells you what it does, and an affirmation. The affirmation for lapis is I am open, I am connected, I am aware. Pretty nice, huh? Okay, so I got that from Manisha of Aligned Wire. Take another bite of my brownie. I'm trying to save the parts with the marshmallow in it. Okay. Then from Naomi. Naomi is one of the owners of a like spa in Brooklyn called Luna Lavage. They're a sugaring spa, but they also do yoni steams and facials and other like, you know, skincare, body care regimens and treatments, but they make all of their own products, all their yoni steam blends, all their oils, body washes, their facial scrubs, everything. They make all their own stuff, and they make everything from plants. Everything is plant based, and they're just really cool and really dope. Like their spa isn't a witch shop, you know, but like they're very witchy. So everything they do is like very spiritual. It's very like energetically aligned. You know, they like cleanse the space with Palo Santo every day before they start, you know, my kind of spot. So I was so excited because I don't know about you guys, but for those of you with yonis, I don't like to use the same wash that I use for my body on my yoni. I like to use something that is more specifically formulated for that. Just kind of personal. There's this little like fruit fly in here for some reason that won't leave me alone. I think it's the light. It's probably the light. Um, so I was excited to see that they have their own yoni wash. It's called Ladies Nettle. They have super cute packaging. It's a foaming wash, which I was excited about because I like a very soapy shower experience. I probably waste a little bit more than I need to, but I like to be very soapy when I wash. So I like that it's foaming. Okay, and look at this packaging. Isn't it pretty? Okay, this is the sensitive skin formula. So this is for the sensitive vulva. And it boosts vaginal health. It's antifungal. It is paraben and sulfate free. It neutralizes odor. It's antibacterial. It soothes irritation, balances the pH, and it has all natural ingredients. And the ingredients are water, aloe, vegetable glycerin, colloidal silver, soursop extract. If you don't know about soursop, get on it. Lady's mantle, willow bark, lime oil, nettle extract, and cocoa surfactant. Surfactant? I'm not sure about that last one. Okay, how to use. Shake well, apply 2 to 3 pumps to a wet hand towel or use your fingers. Gently wash your yoni between the folds. Rinse and pat dry to say hello to a clean, fresh, and soft yoni. It's yoni approved and 100% vegan. lunalavage.com. So when I saw the color, I got excited because I was like, ooh, you can tell from that color that there's like, I don't know why everything I make with nettle always comes out that particular color of like a greenish brown. But I was like, ooh, yeah, I think that's plant-based, right? So then I opened it to smell it because that's the real test. Oh, I can't wait till they give like the smell option. Okay, just imagine no fruitiness. You can just tell there's no perfumes, there's no essential oils, there's nothing in here to make it smell like a strawberry field or like whatever other nonsense they try to put in like vaginal cleansers or whatever. This straight up smells like aloe and nettle. That's what I can smell the most of. It smells like plants. So that makes me happy because I'm very particular about what I use for my yoni washes, and something that is completely plant-based is, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. And then the other thing, this was an extra gift, which was very sweet. Shout out to Naomi. I bought the wash and she was like, here, take this too. This is their yoni drip oil. Again, gorgeous packaging. Okay, down in the bottom, we've got some crystals. Okay, I think I can see sodalite in there. Crystals in the bottom. Let's see if it says. Okay, so this is made with grapeseed oil, avocado oil, pumpkin seed oil, marula oil, Meadow foam seed oil. Oh, meadow foam is expensive. Meadow foam seed oil is one of the best oils you can use for skincare products, but it is expensive. So, hello, luxury. Raspberry seed oil, black seed oil, rosemary oil, tea tree essential oil, and papaya enzymes. After a hot shower or right before intercourse with clean hands, apply 2 to 3 drops of oil on the vagina and inner labia area from front to back. This oil can be used anywhere on the body, including the face. Use last after other treatment products. Okay, and it says it's full of antioxidants and vitamins, promotes vaginal health, slows down hair growth, fights acne, hydrates and moisturizes, skin rebalancing, boosts collagen and tightens skin. It's antibacterial and it prevents ingrowns. So Luna Lavage is a sugaring spa. That's like their main service. And if you've never gotten sugaring, I highly recommend it. It is so much better than waxing. It's completely all natural. It's basically honey, lemon, and sugar, I think, mixed together and then microwaved until warm. And then they use that to take your hair off. It works so well. It hurts way less than waxing because they pull in the direction of the hair instead of against it. And it's all natural. And so it's much better for your skin. And so this is what you would want to like soothe the area after you were done shaving or getting sugared, waxing, whatever you're doing, to soothe your skin and prevent ingrowns. Let's see. Oh, yes. You can just tell when something is made with nothing but plants. No perfumes, no like funky stuff, just plant stuff. Oh, and I can smell just a little bit of tea tree, which is so important because tea tree is a very intense essential oil. If you've ever worked with it, to just put it straight on your skin can cause a lot of dryness and irritation. It's one of those things where it's like just the right amount can clear up eczema or a really bad dandruff or whatever, but then you put just a little too much and you can make everything worse. So tea tree is kind of a funny oil to play with. You want to use very little. Oh man, that feels good. Oh wow. That, I don't even know, not greasy at all. There is no oil on me. My skin just feels really soft right in this one spot now. And the smell is very pleasant, but very planty. So no perfumes, nothing fun. And just a little bit of tea tree oil, which means they didn't use a lot, which is good. Oh, I love that. Yes. Okay. Shout out to Luna Lavage. Beautiful. Beautiful packaging. Very boutique. Okay. With the black and white. I'm excited. My cooch is excited. It'll be well taken care of. Yes. Yes. Okay. Nat said they used tea tree on their skin during a psoriasis flare and it made it much worse. Yes. Did you just go straight tea tree? Oh, babe. I'm sorry. Nobody told you. Going straight tea tree, that's harsh on the skin. You gotta put that into a carrier oil or wash it off right away. The only time I put tea tree right on my scalp is back in the day when I would do like weaves and wigs and stuff like that. Sometimes my scalp would get really like really dandruffy, really flaky from like weeks of like being under braids and stuff like that. I would put straight tea tree right on my scalp, massage it in. Oh, the tingle. Oh, feels so good. But then I would go and wash my hair. So I would put it on as kind of like a scalp treatment right before washing my hair and wash it all off. But I would just for a few minutes, massage it into my scalp. And what it would do is it would like help break up the dandruff that was, on my scalp and make it so that when I wash my hair, it washed away really clean. Because it's intense like that. It will like break through stuff and eat up stuff on your skin. But to just leave it like that is gonna cause irritation most likely. So I'm sorry, my love. It probably would be effective on a psoriasis flare. You just got to get your blend right. You got to mix it with a carrier oil that's really good for the skin, like something fatty, maybe like avocado oil or the meadow foam oil I was mentioning, and things that are going to soothe the skin as well. So maybe calendula, a little calendula oil, or plantain or aloe to go with it. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm-mm. So who here knows about the staycation? Do you guys know about the staycation, the trip that I've planned, the retreat? Are any of you going? If you're in New York, or if you are able to get yourself to New York, you should totally come. It is called the BronxWitch Staycation 2023 because I feel very strongly that we're going to be doing this every year. But I have found the most amazing witchy old house 30 minutes away from the shop in a town called New Rochelle. And it is incredible. It's giving American Horror Story Coven season vibes. It's this old white house that has been around since the early 1900s. It's literally over 100 years old. And it feels like, you know, your grandma's house inside. Like everything's got like rugs everywhere, and all the bedspreads are like flower printed and stuff like that. But it's right on the water. It's in a remote location. It is quiet. It is so peaceful out there. And there's enough room in the house for 20 people, which is epic. Um, and yeah, I booked the house for the weekend of October 27th through the 29th. So Halloween weekend during the full moon. And it's going to be 3 days and 2 nights of just like witching. I'm so excited. We get there at 4. We'll have dinner prepared for us. And then we will go take a haunted tour of City Island. If you don't know what City Island is, it's an island just off of like the northeast Bronx. And it's a popular destination spot for people to go to like get seafood. There's a ton of restaurants there, but people live there too. There's a cemetery and there's tons of history. And so our tour guide, Perrin, is going to be taking us with flashlights around City Island for a haunted tour. He's going to show us all of the like haunted locations, and then we're going to visit the cemetery. Saturday, we're going to get up early and we're going to have yoga, and then breakfast, and then we're doing a 5-hour hike through Hunter's Island, which is another island in the area, that was named after John Hunter, I think, whose family settled there. And we're going to do rituals. There's a crossroads right in the middle of the island that we found on our last trip. So we're going to do rituals out there. And then we're back to the house for dinner, and folks will get a chance to just relax. That's the actual day of the full moon, Saturday. So we'll probably go out onto the lawn at night, and do something under the full moon. Oh, I forgot to mention Friday night and Saturday night, we will have bedtime sound bowl sessions led by Shop Witch Alexis. So she's going to do like an hour-long sound bowl situation to help put everybody to bed. And Blaze is going to be on deck to offer tarot readings. So Saturday night will be a great chance for people to get readings under the full moon. Yeah, I'm really excited. And then Sunday, Les is going to lead us in a spiritual bath ritual. She's going to do a full cleansing on all of us. And then everybody's going to get to go home with some herbs and flowers to make their own bath. And I have put together a really cute, I'm kind of obsessed with this kit. I put together like a goodie bag for everybody, um, with everything you need for the weekend. So there's candles and incense and oil, all matches, everything you need. So if you want to feel called to do a ritual yourself, you'll have stuff. Um, really excited. about the goodie bag. It's so cute. And yeah, it's an all inclusive trip. So, transportation there and back, as well as to all of the events that we're doing, is provided. Meals are provided. The rooms are so cool. You can have your own bed. We're not camping. Someone was like, "Are we camping?" I was like, "That's not my style. I'm not camping." We have a house, we have a home to be in, and everybody gets their own bed. But if you're coming with a friend and you're down to share your bed with your friend, you can save $200 and get a discounted rate, because there are some king size and queen size rooms, like rooms with king and queen size beds. And so obviously one person can enjoy that to themselves. But if you're coming with like your bestie and you don't mind sharing a bed, then you guys can get a cheaper rate for sharing a bed. So if you're planning on coming, tell your friends and come with a friend, and you can save a little bit. But yeah, I'm so excited. And you're basically going to get to spend the weekend with me and 5 other really dope ass witches in a witchy old house around Halloween on the full moon. I don't know about you. That sounds like a dream come true to me. Like my inner child, my inner witch, my little kid witch is like so freaking excited and proud of myself for like putting this trip together. Because it is not easy to put together a retreat at all. If you take any of these like how to throw a retreat classes or whatever, they always tell you to start planning like a year in advance. And I pulled this together in like a matter of weeks. And everything to contracts and detailed agreements with the workshop leaders. Like, that's why I haven't slept basically for the last few weeks, because I've just been up all night making all of the arrangements, making sure the contracts are in place, that we have the dates, we have everything set, background check on everybody, soft like background check on people who are coming, like we're vetting everybody. There's an application to complete before we will share the exact location with people. We are not sharing the exact location with the general public. What people need to know is it's about 30 minutes from the shop in the town of New Rochelle on the water. That's really all you need to know at this point. We will share the exact address and how to get there just with the witches who register to come, for everyone's safety, because we are like in a remote area. So I want to make sure that only those who need to know where we are know where we are. So there's an application process to go through first, and then you get to put down your deposit and everything like that. So applications are due on Wednesday, September 27th. So that's coming up. So if you want to come with us, don't miss the application date. And you can get all the information at bronxwitch.com/retreats. So if you just go to the website and look for the retreat page, there's everything you need to know. I broke down the amenities, the accommodations, what rituals and workshops are happening, everything that's included, information about like who this retreat is for. This retreat is really a great opportunity for anybody who considers themselves a witch and really wants to make like witch friends. Um, Something that I've learned in having the shop is that not everybody is at that place in their practice. A lot of you are brand new, and you are not yet at the place where you are looking for community, which is no problem. Um, but I was kind of surprised, I think, in this journey to find out that witches that are at the point in their craft where they're looking for community make up such a small part of the witching community, because what people say out of their, y'all lie basically. People lie. Like people say like, oh, I really want to go to witchy events and I want a witchy friend and I want to like make connections and build community and stuff, and like that's actually totally cap. A lot of you are not yet at that point. You are just in the I want to buy books and watch YouTube videos stage. Nothing wrong with that, but a lot of people say that they're looking for community, and the reality is they have not gotten there yet. You're not really willing to invest in making that happen for yourself. You're not really willing to take time out of your schedule to go physically to events. You're not yet willing to invest money to travel, to go to places. And that's where I am and have been for a long time. That's where the witches at the shop are in their lives. Like, we have all spent thousands upon thousands upon thousands of hours and dollars at this point to put ourselves in rooms with the witches that we admire, that we respect, that we want to learn from. But that wouldn't have happened in the very beginning when we were just like going to Barnes and Nobles and buying witchy books with like lots of purple and stars on the covers and like wanting to buy the things and, all that stuff. It was after we got beyond that, we started really practicing. Being a witch was something we started to really identify with and to become a lifestyle that we wanted to live. We wanted our daily lives to reflect being a witch and not be something that we just like picked up every once in a while when we had like a few free hours. We really wanted it to be how we lived our lives. And to do that, you have to build community. To do that, you have to have people around you that understand why you don't celebrate certain holidays, why your wheel of the year is different from theirs. You need to have people around you who are supportive of things like, maybe not consuming certain things because of the energies that they carry or needing to wear certain things to do certain rituals, etc. Like, it's important to have people around you who understand that. And so after a while, when you get beyond just the reading the books and like, being a witch, sometimes when you get to the point where you are a witch always, that is your identity and that is how you live your life, that is when you're going to really want to have friends and associates who get you. And when you're going to really want to put yourself in spaces where you are rubbing elbows with other witches so that you can learn, you can connect, you can grow watching them, they can grow from you. You can unite your energies. Like, the rituals that we do over this weekend are going to be really intense because we're going to have 15, 20 witches pouring their energy into these intentions. So when you get to that stage in your life, doing things like this becomes really important. So I'm super excited because for me, this is going to be my first retreat. Some of the other witches have gone on witchy retreats before, but this is going to be the first one for me. So not only is it my first one, it's the first one I'm organizing. So I'm really excited, but also like anxious about like how's it going to go and making sure that everything goes really smoothly. But for those of you who are out there, this very small percentage of the new witching world that are ready to go like beyond being a witch sometimes and are ready to really embody that and live a lifestyle of a practitioner. I think retreats like this are important so that you can meet people either where you are or meet people that you can stay in touch with virtually who get you. It can be your support system as you maybe make changes to how you live your life. And I'm just really excited to connect deeper to the shop witches and to, the other witches in our community. So if you're in the New York area or if you would like to come to the New York area for this, there are a couple of people who have applied who live in like North Carolina and Georgia. So they're coming up for like the week and then they're going to spend the weekend at the retreat. If this is, if you're at this stage in your practice, in your life, where you are ready to have a lifestyle of a witch and have this really be who you are, I think you're going to get a lot out of this staycation. And then specifically for witches who live in the Bronx or who just live in urban environments in general, I'm really excited about this because I feel like, not that it's harder for us, but we have different challenges when it comes to like connecting with nature or working with the elements because we don't necessarily have a lot of access to natural environments and things like that. But I have been just educated up and down these last couple of months in learning about all of the natural wildlife and wilderness areas that exist, not just in New York and New York State, but that exist in the Bronx, because that is not something that even I, as a Bronx native, born and raised here, really realized. So this location blew me away. I was like, I cannot believe this is right here and like nobody knows about it. Like that is so crazy. So I really want witches of the Bronx and witches who live in urban environments to know that you don't necessarily need to go to another country or, states away in order to connect with nature right where you are. You might have really amazing places right in your backyard that you didn't know about. And that is definitely the case with this location. I had no idea, and it's literally in our backyard. So that's pretty dope. So I feel like this, all are invited, but I definitely think that witches who are beyond the point of just being like a baby witch will really benefit from this staycation. Witches that are ready to take that next step of like incorporating their entire life with the world view of a witch. I think it's going to be great for you to be in a house with 15 other witches and see what your community really looks like. And I think that urban witches are going to really benefit immensely from the staycation because they're going to get to see something different. And for those of us who live in New York, like we're basically in trauma mode 24/7. Um, it is not easy to live in New York. It's an intense place. It can be a violent place. It can be a dirty place, honestly, which can kind of subliminally impact how you see yourself and stuff like that. And so, being up in this house when I went to go take a tour, it was unbelievable. The peace, the quiet, like I could not believe that I was literally on the very border of the Bronx. And it was like I was miles away. I could hear every bird. I could hear the wind. I could hear the trees talking. Like you could hear it all. It was so peaceful. And so I really am honored that I get to expose my community that is living in kind of harsh and intense conditions. I'm really glad I get to expose us to something different, to peace and quiet and relaxation and rest. And yeah, I'm really excited about that. So we're, the trip is open to absolutely everybody, but I definitely think that if you are a witch that's growing and moving in your practice and you are an urban witch, that you will probably get the most out of the trip for sure. So yeah, applications are open, bronxwitch.com/retreats. And we'll be taking applications through Wednesday. So hopefully I see some of you guys there because I think you're going to love it. And it would be great to meet some of you. It's really cool when I've met a lot of you already, a lot of YouTubers when I opened the shop. Anybody who was like, I was going to say anybody who's close, but actually that's not true. Valentonia flew from Miami just to come meet me and check out the shop. So not just YouTubers that are close, but a bunch of you have come to the shop and I've met you, which has been wonderful. But I'd love to meet more of you. So consider coming to the retreat. I think you're going to love it. And I can't wait. Halloween weekend during the full moon. Come on now. You know it's going to be lit. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Me too, Angie. You don't have to be in New York to come to the retreat, though. Like I said, we've got a few folks coming from North Carolina, someone from Georgia. Just come to New York for the weekend. Just come for the weekend. Oh my God. Oh, okay. I'm at the marshmallow part now. This is just the decadence. Oh, so good. Mm. Oh my gosh, Angie. Yeah, so come. You might see some familiar faces or something. But wouldn't that be amazing? Wouldn't that be amazing for you to come and connect with other witches in North Carolina here at the staycation and go home, not just with people that you can connect with virtually, but with witches that you might actually be able to link up with back in North Carolina? That, oh my God, that would make me so happy. I love when that happens. Like in our Coven community, our virtual community that the shop has, um, it is cool because people will meet each other on there. They'll be like, oh my God, I live in Tennessee. Oh, you live in Tennessee? What? That's crazy. So we've had multiple people like link up with each other. Yeah, I think that would be amazing. That would just like, that would touch my heart so much if people came to the staycation and met people from their home state that they could be friends with after the staycation. Because I hear that a lot from you guys, you know, that you're nervous and you're shy and you're afraid to go to this festival or that fair or even afraid to check out your local shops. Some of you are really shy, which is like, I don't like identifying with these labels because if there's anything you don't like about yourself, then just change it. But a lot of you do hit me with the, oh my God, I'm so shy. I'm so shy. I don't want to go, I really want to go to this witchy festival or this fair, but I don't have anybody to go with me. And I'm too nervous to talk to people when I get there, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to be honest, I can't relate because there is nothing shy about me. My mom just did not raise us that way. She was just like, you better open up your mouth and speak because nobody is going to speak for you. So don't you dare walk around in this world talking about, I'm shy, I'm shy. You walk up to people and you say, hey, what's up? My name's Alysha, because they're just people. What are you afraid of? Nobody's better than you. Okay. It doesn't matter where they come from or how much money they have or what they've done in their life. They are not better than you. And so why, be shy around other people? Like, who are they? They're just like you. So I can't relate, I'll be honest. But I do hear this, and if you're not shy, then girl, you better come on. Okay. You better come and show your face and make some friends. But I do hear that from a lot. I do hear that from a lot of people in the community that they're shy. They want to go to this witchy festival, that witchy festival. They want to check out this shop or, even like take somebody's class or whatever. And they're just too nervous to do so. And having a friend or somebody that could go with them would make a huge difference. But if you're that shy, how are you going to make a friend to go with you? So it's kind of like a, circle issue or what have you. So the staycation is a wonderful way to make friends in a completely low pressure environment. It's not like a festival where there's hundreds of people walking around. Everyone's a complete stranger. You're not going to know anybody. The very first day of the staycation, everybody's going to be wearing name tags. Um, we're going to introduce ourselves right in the foyer of the house before everybody goes to their bedrooms to put down their luggage. So we're going to introduce, we're going to have a little icebreaker to open. And yeah, we're going to help you like break that ice and make friends for the weekend and walk away with like really knowing each other. We're going to have a sign in sheet so everyone can share their social media and their email addresses with each other so everybody can keep in touch. Yeah, so this is going to be a great opportunity to make friends and not have to deal with like the pressures of trying to make friends at like public environments. Mm. Oh my gosh, so good. Oh, and I'm feeling it, witches. I'm gonna sleep like a baby. You'll probably tell whenever I feel like my eyes get really droopy whenever I'm high. This tea is so good. I'm definitely gonna add more hot water. and probably like lay in bed and drink it and go to sleep. Don't laugh at me, Angie. Don't laugh at me. Actually, high teas, when I first started doing them, they were private. Back when I had membership on this page, I don't do that anymore. But when I had membership on this page, I would only do high tea with the members because I was super self-conscious about smoking in front of people because I feel like I get so obviously high in my face. Like my eyes are just like droopy and I just look totally out of it. So doing those lives actually really helped me kind of get over that a little bit. And now I'm less concerned about it. But I used to be really like, no, don't watch me be high. And now I'm like, whatever. Whatevs. But I'm still not smoking. This was a little like a loophole, because it's an edible. So, is anybody else partaking of the cannabis? I always wonder. I'm good. I'm okay. I feel like I'm already a little out of it. But I'm so grateful to this plant, though, because I definitely can overindulge, which is why I'm not smoking just wine tonight, Erica. Ooh, enjoy. I can overdo it, so that's why I'm taking a break. And but I am like I was having this conversation with Les in the shop. You're having coffee right now? Actually, I could do that. I could do that. Yeah, I can drink coffee at night and it's fine. Like coffee is funny to me because it's like partially physical and partially like psychological. Yes, I definitely feel myself get more energized when I drink it. Um, but that caffeine can very quickly turn into like anxiety for me and like jitters. But also, I can drink coffee right before bed, which is like, I low key think I might have like adult ADD because that's one of the symptoms or like one of the signs is like being able to sleep like right after having caffeine. Yeah, I'll have coffee and go right to sleep, which is interesting. Maybe we have ADD together. Maybe. Um, but yeah, I'm very grateful to the plant because one good thing that it definitely has done for me in my life is it's helped me to find rest. Because I have a little bit of like an obsessive mind, kind of. And when I have a project or there's something that I'm working on, I tend to kind of fixate on it. And I will push myself and I'll work until 3, 4 in the morning and then sleep for a few hours and get up and go back to it. And the end result is I will create things that are very successful or that are well done in very short periods of time. And I impress the hell out of people when I do that. Um, and I live off of that. When people are like, "Oh my God, how did you do that in this amount of time?" Like I'm like, "Yeah, only me, yo, I'm the best." Um, but it's not healthy to push yourself like that as much as I do, and I tend to really, I can definitely overdo it and work myself into headaches and being straight up sick. And cannabis helps me to just stop and stop without guilt is the thing. Because if I stop without cannabis, then usually what happens is I feel guilty. I feel like I'm procrastinating, or I feel like I'm not succeeding. I feel like I'm slacking off and like I don't, deserve to be resting because I haven't yet accomplished what I'm trying to accomplish or whatever. And cannabis helps me to break out of that negative thought pattern and accept rest and be okay with it, not feel guilty about it, and just be like, yeah, I'm tired right now. And, you know, um, so yeah, so I'm very grateful to the plant, even though I definitely needed to take a break from smoking it. And I'm glad that I did. And I'm going to continue my break because it's been doing really well for me to not be. The plant itself is not the problem. It's, me and how I tend to use things. The plant itself really is beautiful for helping me to rest when I need it. So, really grateful. And I'm really grateful to these amazing vendors who made such delicious things with this beautiful plant. So I won't keep you long, which, oh, wait a minute. Hold the fucking phone. Wait. Yo, how did I not show you guys this? Wait a minute. Check this out. Wait a minute. I forgot this came in the mail today. 2 copies. Guess what? I just got my hands on early copies of BetterWitch. I'm in this book, you guys. I am in 2 books that are dropping this month. I am in a book by Valerie Love called Witch, and I am in this book by Ivo Dominguez Jr. and Kobe Michael BetterWitch. If you're a fan of Llewellyn, or if you just tend to do a lot of witchy reading, then you probably have been seeing these zodiac-based books from Ivo Dominguez Jr. coming out this year. He's done one for all the zodiacs. The last one to drop was Cancer Witch, of course, and this is Leo Witch, and I'm in it. I'm in it. Yes, and I got paid to be in it. Okay. I've been in books before, but I haven't gotten paid to be in any of them. This is the first time I've been paid to be in a book, you guys. Isn't that dope? They sent me 2 copies, which is very nice. Because not only, well, I mean, it's Llewellyn, so they're a big publishing house. They can do these things, but I got to tell you, being in a book, not getting paid, and then having to buy copies of the book yourself is kind of like, okay. So shout out to Llewellyn for not doing that, and for not only paying me to be in the book, but also sending me not 1 but 2 promotional copies. Oh my God, there I am on the back. Oh, this is so cool. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I might not have charged it. You thought it was you? Okay. So can you hear me now? Yes? Okay, good. Okay. Maybe I turned it off or maybe it died. I think it's okay now. I wonder if it has a time limit. All right, let me know if it happens again. I don't know if I charged it the last time I used it. That might be it. But okay, I was just reading the back. So maybe that wasn't meant for you to hear. Maybe are supposed to get it or something. Okay. But yeah, this one is written, they're all written by Evo Dominguez Jr. And this one is also co-authored by Kobe Michael, who I think I'm going to go live with soon. So that's cool. The back. It was when I was reading the back that I went out, right? Okay. Am I still on? Okay, I think so. Yeah, so I'm on the back. Contributors to this volume, Alysha Kravetz, aka BronxWitch. Oh, okay. And the other thing that I'm back. Okay. I think it died. Oh, I didn't charge it. I was wondering. Are we good? Can you hear me through the phone? I was gonna do fake sign language. That's probably offensive. Good thing you read lips. Yes. Okay, I'm back. Yeah. Okay, good. So the other thing that's really exciting, obviously, other than being in the book, is that Lady Rhea is in this book. And during one of the High Tea Lives earlier this year, I was telling you guys about Lady Rhea. If you are not like really deep in the witchy world, like you don't go to conventions and fairs and stuff like that, or you're not a New York witch, then you may not know of Lady Rhea. But Lady Rhea is definitely, yeah, I know it was. I don't know if it was turning it off or what. No, no, the battery's dead. It's doing a flashy thing. That was just a coincidence, I guess, that it was turning off and I was leaning in. The battery died. But so Lady Rhea is, basically like, I don't know if I want to use the word legend. Like, it feels weird to think about like witches as like kind of celebrities or whatever. But she is a well-known witch in New York. She was an employee of the Magical Child, which was basically credited with being like the first occult shop in the city. It's been closed for 30 years or so now. That's, how old it is, but she worked there. And then after leaving there, she opened up Enchantments, which is now the city's oldest occult shop because Magical Child isn't there anymore. And Enchantments has been around since like the 70s. So she actually opened up Enchantments. It's a well-known occult shop down in the Lower East Side. And then she opened up a shop right above Original Products Botanica, which is over on like Webster, Fordham area. She's a Bronxite, native Bronx New Yorker, and she basically created this particular style of dressed candle that involves these like very elaborate glitter designs. And so like if you've ever been in New York, you may have seen these in different botanicas, and they all learned how to make this particular type of candle from her. So there are some practitioners out there who basically replicate her work, but they, for the most part, I mean, there might be people out there copying her and not crediting her. I wouldn't be surprised. But for the most part, the practitioners around the city who make this particular type of glitter candle all learned from her. Or from somebody who learned from her. She still teaches. She teaches free classes, which is wild. She's like in her 70s. And she really should be charging like thousands of dollars to work with her, but she does it for free. She teaches free tarot classes and other classes on magic. And she's just super dope. The brand that I created is BronxWitch, and I go as BronxWitch, but like she is one of the OG Bronx witches, and it's really cool to be in a book with her. I've been wanting her to come by the shop, but she hasn't had the time just yet. But we got to make that happen. And she has a couple of really useful books on like how to make her candles and things like that. So I think, are we good? I'm on page 181, postcard from Alysha Kravetz. Oh, there I am. There I am. I feel like this Mercury in micro braids has been dragging on. I know technically it's over, but this shadow period has been wild. Okay, postcard from BetterWitch. Ooh, they did it in like handwritten style. How pretty. This is my entry, you guys. Okay, so the first paragraph. When I step back and take a snapshot of my practice as a Leo witch, I see that my sun sign shows up in my practice in some interesting ways. One of the most obvious ways is in my intense attraction to all things fire. I mean, if we're not lighting something on fire, are we even practicing magic? Personally, I think not. But on a much deeper and more serious level, I feel that being a Leo shows up in my desire and ability to work magic in the first place. Now, clearly I am incredibly biased here, and this is not to say that other zodiac signs aren't also magically inclined, but I believe that the Leo spirit makes me exceptionally well equipped to practice magic because it is in the very nature of the Leo to do so. Teaser! Teaser! Ooh, that's exciting. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with the 2 copies, right? Like, cause I need the one, B, but I don't know which I should do with the second. Should I give it away? I might give it to one of the Better Witches, one of my clients, but also one of our shop witches, Nuri, because she has a blog where she's doing witchy book reviews and deck reviews, and maybe I'll give it to her to do a review. Hear what she thinks about it. So that's exciting. But yeah, that's my show and tell, guys. I'm feeling this brownie. I think I'm gonna add some water to my tea and go lay down. Yes, it's bedtime. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Another surprise high tea. I feel like these are just gonna be surprise for now on. Like, so instead of calling them surprise high teas, they're just high tea. I used to do them like every full moon because that's what I was doing with my smoking. I was like not smoking during the month and then smoking on the full moon and doing it with you guys. And I feel like now that that's not my routine, I have to do something different with this too. And I think they'll just be these surprise moments, you know? We'll just come together when it feels right. Like right now, it feels so right. You're now taking care of your munchies? Yes. Yeah, I feel like, you know what's funny? The brownie has given me the munchies a little bit right now, and so I almost want to heat up some apple turnovers. I have some frozen apple turnovers that are not infused apple turnovers, Abby. But would that be like just total fat girl styles to have 2 desserts? But my first dessert was a medicated dessert. It wasn't even really to be dessert. That was medicine. That wasn't really a proper dessert. I'm just making stuff up now. No, Angie. You're supposed to support me. Come on. Hello. This is my rest day. 2 desserts feels appropriate. I'm giving myself whatever I want. You know? That's the vibe right now, Angie. That's the vibe right now, okay? This tea is really good. Oh, yeah, no, I know. That's what you meant by no? Okay, good. Okay, so you support. Okay, so what you're saying is, yes, I should have 2 desserts. That's what I'm hearing now. And that message I like. Yes. Okay, good. Okay, good. Now I'm glad I understand. Now I understand you. You're saying, yes, go have that apple turnover. Thank you, Angie. I definitely should. You guys want to know something funny? I feel like you maybe would assume this, but maybe in case you don't, I shop at my shop for all my spiritual stuff. I shop at my shop. So these are chime candles from the shop. These are how we package up the chimes. How spoiled. Isn't that nice? Can you imagine having your own witchy shop? So instead of having to go places, I literally just go to work every day and I'm like, oh, I need more chimes. And then I go and buy them from my shop. That's amazing. Yes, big rings. Shout out to my big ring. This might not be big to you guys, but as you can see, my typical ring is a very dainty situation. So, big old lapis in your mouthpiece. Communicate. Okay, I think I'm gonna go heat up an apple turnover. And then I'm gonna lay down. Feeling this brownie. I'm gonna have a little bit more of this tea. Can you tell? Can you guys tell I'm high? See my eyebrows? How they get low? My whole face just goes, So, but yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. I look forward to the next high tea. It'll be a surprise when it happens. So turn on your notifications or however YouTube works. Click the bells and do the things so you know the next time. But for those of you who want to come to my retreat, I am hella chilled out. It's not too bad. Okay, thank you, Erica. I feel like it's like, but yeah, for those of you who want to come to my retreat, my first ever spiritual retreat for the witches, the BronxWitch Staycation 2023, go to my website, bronxwitch.com/retreats. Okay, go to the retreats page. All the information that we're sharing with the general public is on there. What's in the goodie bag is on there now. And there is a mailing list that you can join so that you get all of the retreat updates. And most importantly, if you feel like you want to come, even if you're not 100% sure that you're going to be able to make it, I would say fill out the application so you can at least get that part out of the way, because we are vetting who gets to come with us, because hello. So make sure you submit your application by Wednesday, September 27th to be considered. And then after that, you will get invited to join us and you'll get the link to the official registration page, which will have all the information like the location and all that good stuff. All the workshop leaders, their names, all of that will all be on there. Driving directions, travel directions in case you don't want to travel with us and you just want to meet us there. All that stuff will be sent out to the registrants along with your deposit info and your contract after the application round has closed. So if you just think you're interested and you just want to, be considered, then I would just go complete the application. It's linked right on the webpage with all the other information. And if you have questions, you can always email the shop or call us during work hours. We're on Google, BronxWitch HeadQuarters, but our email address is info@bronxwitch.com. Really easy. So you can just email us and we'll call you or we'll email you back and give you answers. But pretty much, I think I've done a pretty damn good job making a very beautiful web page that explains everything about the retreat. So check it out and apply and come witch with us on Halloween weekend. It's gonna be dope. Yeah, I think that's it, everybody. I will catch you guys in the next high tea if I don't see you before then. For those of you who like to watch the behind the scenes episodes of my podcast, the BetterWitch podcast, we will be sitting down with Janine DeOya, who is a high priestess in the Corellian Wiccan tradition and is the author of Portal of Light, which is the only extensive book on Wicca from an African American perspective that I have ever seen in my 25 years of witching. So she's going to be our next guest co-host. We'll be recording with her on Thursday this week. So tune in for that. But otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next high tea. Have a beautiful rest of the night. Blessed be, witches.